There you go. Welcome back. The Dr. Bob Lee from BLS, and you're watching Open. And our next guest is a writer, creative, and she's from Germany. But she's here with us today by way of the BX. And she joins us to speak about her recent contest and passion project from the Bronx to Berlin. Watch out. We're all packing our bags, like I mentioned before, and we're going. We can take a trip. Welcome to the show, Petra Baiers. Welcome.
Thank you, and thank you so much for having me here. That's like a great pleasure for me.
Oh, and your friend comes all the time. She was here
Yes,
the other day. Who's our
yes.
friend?
Olga, she always looks out for me since
Yeah.
I've been starting this project.
That's good. And she's going to go with you over to Berlin?
Yes, of course.
Talk about it. What's going to happen? Tell us about yourself and where you're from, of course, and what inspired you to get involved.
Yeah, so my name is Petra. People call me also Peaches.
Ah.
And I'm from Berlin, Germany. I had this funny idea. Well, first of all, I was kind of lost in my life. Something happened in New York, and I really vowed to myself never to come back to New York.
Oh.
And but that's not really how I am, so I changed my mind, and I thought, okay, let me go back to the place where I lost myself to find myself, and I ended up in the Bronx. I never lost myself in the Bronx, but I ended up in the Bronx. Honestly, I ended up in the Bronx because I was all by myself. Everybody said I'm crazy coming here. But this is the place I was able to afford, and it was the best thing I ever did.
Yeah.
I met so many beautiful people here that I started to write about people. I started to interview people. I thought they had amazing stories, so many talented people, and that was really the idea I had, writing about the Bronx, from the Bronx to Berlin. I wanted Berliner people to see the Bronx the way I saw the Bronx.
And you can travel all over the world, and you mentioned Brooklyn and the Bronx and some of the five boroughs, and people know.
I know.
People know
yeah.
about the Bronx.
People, you hear, but what I really realized that the Bronx has a bad reputation everywhere in the world, and I think that's very wrong. And I felt it. I was welcomed so extremely beautiful over here.
Yeah.
And it was not enough for me to write about the Bronx. I wanted to do some bigger. So I went back to Berlin, and I have connection to a radio station in Berlin, to an urban radio station, because I used to have a show with my son is a radio host in Berlin.
Oh, beautiful.
And we used to have a show together that was called Ask Big Mo's Mom.
As Big Mo's mom?
Ask Big Mo's Mom.
Oh, we're going to look that one up.
But it's in German. In German, it's like Frag Big Mo's Mama. And I went to the radio station, and we were discussing, and I was like, why don't we do some fun? And he was like, what fun? I was like, why are we so boring? Why we always take German interns? And I was like, why don't we pick up a Bronx intern to come to Berlin?
Yeah.
And he said, well, if you can make that happen, we on it. If you cannot make it happen, we're not on it. Then I came back to the Bronx. I went to the Boogie Down Grind coffee shop because I knew them.
Yeah.
And I was like, we have to make this happen.
Uh-huh.
And we made it happen. We had a casting over here. We called for people, talented people, to come to the casting for a 3-month paid internship at the biggest urban radio station in Berlin. And it was amazing.
Is that what you call the Passion Project?
From the Bronx to Berlin, yeah. From the Bronx to Berlin. So it's like my passion project. I'm the initiator of this project. It started as an idea, and we made it happen. So I had a casting over here. Then I cured the winner over here, and then I picked the winner, and I brought the winner to Berlin.
Wow.
And he had a 3 months.
3 months?
3 months.
Wow.
And my whole family was involved, because he lived as a roommate with my daughter and friends, because otherwise it could not happen. So I involved my whole family.
Yeah.
And it was amazing. I feel like
free food, free room and board. What? Olga, you didn't tell me about this one.
And he got paid. I mean,
and he got paid.
He got paid.
You didn't have to spend your money. Free food and room and board, and you got paid.
He got paid.
That's a win-win.
So, and he learned everything about the radio. He had his own radio show. We had a radio show together.
Yeah.
It was amazing. It was amazing.
And he learned how to speak German.
Well,
Sprechen Sie
unfortunately not.
A little bit.
Unfortunately, not so much, because everybody knew how to speak English.
Oh, okay.
But it was amazing. He was the perfect person to do it, and I'm so happy. I just wanted to give some back, and I wish when I was young, I would have had that kind of support.
Yeah.
So I just wanted to make somebody smile and to bring
That's good.
two words together. This is what it's all about.
I love people who are helping other people. You know,
The world is
guys that
crazy
hear me say it all
enough.
the time.
Yeah, the world is crazy enough. I mean, why not just do some good?
Yeah.
And it was the best thing I ever did. I'm very, very proud of it. And I'm writing about the whole process of this journey, the journey I had from the beginning to the end.
What are you writing about? Tell me in German first and then tell me in English.
Ich schreibe über die Bronx, was ich für wundervolle Leute hier getroffen habe. Wie viel
Toffenhaver?
getroffen habe.
Toffenhaver. Wait.
Yeah, I said that I'm writing, the journey why I came here,
Yeah.
how I was welcomed. I mean, I was I don't think I was ever welcomed in my life like this.
Yeah.
And about all the beautiful people I met, people with amazing stories, because people get judged so fast, but there's so many stories behind people.
How do you say amazing stories in German?
Wundervolle Geschichten.
Say it slower.
Wundervolle
Wundervolle
Geschichten.
Geschichte. Wundervolle Geschichte.
Yes.
Oh, I got it! Oh, I'm German. Hey.
So yeah, it was a pilot project because it was just an idea, but now it's done.
So from the Bronx to Berlin, that passion has come to fruition, and you're doing it. Are you going to do it again?
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course. So my plan is to do a part 2 from the Bronx to Berlin. Doing it a little bit different because you learn from the first one. I think I was very emotionally attached to the first one. I could hardly sleep because I wanted the person to be happy every day, 24/7.
Yeah.
So he's my son now, I guess.
Oh yeah. He stayed in your house for 3 months. That's your son.
And I also want to do a Berlin to the Bronx because I want a person from Berlin
Oh, that's good.
to see the Bronx the way I saw the Bronx.
It's like a good exchange project.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. It's a very personal one. It's different than when an organization sends you somewhere.
Are you using your own money?
Yes.
You are using your own money. So how do you?
So
You need it funded somehow.
No, I didn't. I was like, I quit my job for this.
Yeah.
I had a very good
Well,
paying
how do you
job.
get it funded if you know?
I didn't.
Can't use your own money for it.
I did this on my own. Where they paid, no, the radio station paid the money for the intern and pay for the flight
The
for
flight.
the intern. But
You
to
paid
make
women
it
board and
to
food.
make it happen, I had to always come back and forth. I planned all these events here.
You're spending your money. Your
I
own
spent
money.
my money, yeah. I spent my money. And I quit my job, but I never regretted it one day because I quit my job for a reason because my boss told me every day I'm too nice. I have to be more rough and tough, and I didn't want to
Yeah.
do that.
Yeah.
So, and I promised myself to only do things that sits right with my heart.
Yeah. We're gonna have to get you a little bit of help. You need some sort of funding. Olga, is that right? She's gonna need some funding to get you back and forth, and because you're helping people.
Yeah.
You know, and when you're helping people, you need to get that help. It's a circle of love. You get by giving. Rev can talk about it all day, all night. You get by giving. Say hello to my little friend. This is my camera right here.
Hello.
Just get in there and ask for what you need, and where can we send it?
Well, I would love to get people who hop on the boat with me because it's a beautiful project, and I think it would be good for the Bronx, for Berlin, and it would be amazing if people would help to fund this project. Like I said, it started as an idea, but I believe it can be very, very big and very helpful to a lot of people.
And so you want to start a nonprofit.
Yes.
You want to start a nonprofit so that you can receive money from people. Where can people send money to?
But, I have to be honest, I never thought this was going to be so big. So
Yeah.
I did not. It's Olga who, before this.
Olga, get her into the rest of the thing where she can start that nonprofit and she can receive money. Because she's coming out of her own pocket to help people.
It's Olga even who told me before everything started. She was sitting down with me. She said, this is going to be bigger than you think. Because for me, it was just helping somebody. I wanted to
Yeah.
make somebody happy. That's really all I wanted to do. I wanted to put a smile on someone's face. Because
Yeah.
I know how it is not to smile. So wanted to give some back.
Yeah, that's beautiful. You know, Olga was she's into hip hop. She's celebrating 50 years of hip hop
I
because
know.
she's a graffiti artist,
I know.
and
I
people
know.
are hiring her all over the world.
I know.
Yeah.
I know. And I seen August's work, and that's exactly why I wanted to do it, because, you know, Berlin is all full of hip hop,
Yeah.
and
yeah.
this is how I grew up. And because of the 50th anniversary, I was like, this is going to be amazing to do it this year.
Uh-huh.
But I don't want to leave it at this year. I want to keep on going.
Yeah. Beautiful, beautiful.
Yes.
Where can we find you? You have a website or social media?
I have social media. You can find me on Miss Peaches 10. 10 because I think we all are 10.
Uh-huh.
And yeah, Miss Peaches because a lot of people call me Peaches.
What'd you say, Olga?
Oh, my
Shout it out.
My email, yeah, Petra _Baiers @yahoo.de for Germany, for
Say it again.
Deutschland.
Say it again.
Petra _Baiers @yahoo.de.
See, we keep referring to Olga because she's been on a show. She's no stranger to the show.
I
She's
know.
a veteran. Yeah.
I'm even
She'll
glad
come back
I have.
on with
I'm
information.
glad I have her here. I
Yeah.
am so glad.
Well, you should have. We should have come in here. You should have gotten. No, it's about her. Okay, it's about you. Your website one more time, Miss Peaches. Miss Peaches 10.
Yes. My website, Petra _Baiers @yahoo.de.
Well, listen. Thank you for stopping by and thank you for letting us know about what you're doing on that passion, the passion of yours,
Yes.
from the Bronx to Germany and vice versa
No, from the Bronx to Berlin.
to Berlin.
To Berlin. It's
Yeah.
only to my city.
And yeah, and then you're coming back. You're going to bring it back to the Bronx.
I'm going to bring
from
it
Berlin
back.
to the
I want to
Bronx.
bring it back to the Bronx because I want somebody to see the Bronx the way I see the Bronx.
Beautiful.
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you for coming and come by. You're always welcome, okay?
Thank you
You're
so
part
much.
of a family with Olga and the crew. What?
Thank you so much for having me. I really appreciate it.
All right, you got it.
Okay.
All right, happy holidays to you.
Yes.
And we'll take a break. I've got more coming up next on Open.